Hi, everyone. Welcome to today's lesson on planning for communications success. I'm excited to walk you through how creating a communications plan can lead to consistent success year after year. Let's get started by talking about why planning is so important. Why planning is important. One of the most significant issues new communicators face is getting people they work with to understand the value of their work. You might have experienced this yourself. Someone asks you to create materials that don't really make sense or are just plain unrealistic. Having a communications plan helps solve this problem. It gives you something concrete to point to. You can explain why you're communicating on certain channels, whom you're speaking to, and how often. It helps others see that your work isn't random, it's strategic. It also allows you to invite feedback from leadership. By sharing your plan, you give others a chance to bring new ideas to the table. This can lead to negotiating things like your budget, staffing, and other resources you'll need to achieve your goals. Remember, your work is vital to your organization. That's why they've created a position for you. A solid communications plan lays out the path to success and gets everyone, especially decision makers, on board with the work you're doing. What goes into a communications plan? Now, let's break down what should go into your communications plan. First, we have a landscape scan. This is where you take a broad look at the current environment your organization operates in. Write 2 to 3 paragraphs giving a big picture overview. Next, we zoom in closer with a situational analysis. Here, you'll write 2 to 3 paragraphs about your internal capabilities, the external political environment, and the realities of your supporters. Then comes the audience assessment. This is a list of the people you want to see your messages. And similarly, you'll have a stakeholders assessment. These are the people affected by your organization's decisions. There will probably be some overlap here, and that's okay. After that, it's time for your SMART goals. You'll need to list 3 to 4 goals for the year. Remember, SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. Keep these in mind as you outline your goals. Once your goals are set, it's time to move on to strategies and tactics. Strategies are how you will achieve each goal. Tactics are the specific actions you'll take to complete those strategies. This is where you get into the nitty-gritty of what you'll be doing day to day. Prioritizing your work. All right, now that we've talked about what goes into the plan, let's discuss prioritizing your work. Here's the hard truth. You can't do everything at once. You need to focus on the actions that will move your big picture goals forward. Once you've outlined your strategies and tactics, you can use a frequency chart to list how often you'll execute each tactic. You'll also create an audience chart that shows which platforms you'll use to reach each audience. Next, build a timeline for the plan, laying out your tactics month by month or quarter by quarter. Don't forget to define roles and responsibilities for the staff who will complete each task. And finally, make a list of the resources you'll need to fully execute the plan. That might include equipment, staff, or subscriptions. Rapid response. Now let's talk about rapid response. In many organizations, you might feel like you're constantly reacting to new events or crisis. It can feel like planning is pointless because everything changes so fast. But actually, this makes planning even more important. When everything feels urgent, a plan gives you something to come back to. It helps you stay focused on long-term goals even when distractions pop up. If everything is important, nothing is important, right? Of course, plans should change when needed, but those changes should be intentional. When you add new strategies or tactics, think about what you'll need to give up in order to have the time and resources for the new initiatives. Often, pressure to pursue new tactics will come from outside your department, and your plan will give you a framework for having meaningful conversations about priorities. Conclusion. So, to wrap up, planning is key to consistent success in communications. A well-thought-out plan will help you stay focused, set realistic goals, and communicate your needs clearly to leadership. It's the foundation for everything else you do, especially when things get hectic. Thank you for joining today's session. Be sure to complete the quiz to test your knowledge, and we'll see you next time.